of the drama, the distractions, the lies. It's time for conservatives to win again. Chris Christie, a former prosecutor who convicted child pornographers, corrupt politicians, a successful blue state governor. Christie took on the teachers union and won, turned around Jersey's most violent city, and got Democrats to cut taxes. A real conservative. Christie tells the truth, and he'll beat Joe Biden easily.
Easily, because some lady on cable news said so. You see the beginning of this again? Look, the mugshot and everything is there in that ad. There's Chris Christie's new ad that's going to be launched up, and a part of a $400,000 media ad buy. Let's go to this graphic really fast because he's looking to finally make some waves, put a dent in this campaign. The ad is part of that $400,000 media ad buy that will air statewide again. Up in New Hampshire, beginning on Friday on broadcast, cable, and digital platforms. The Super PAC said this in a statement. And a recent Emerson College polling survey found that Chris Christie is making headway in the state. Wow. He also passed up Ron DeSantis, who was mostly polled in second place behind Trump. But look at Chris Christie show up. They told him in these other interviews, Chris Christie is polling at 1%. What are you still doing in this race? One debate does the difference. Look at this. Here's one of those. Here's that poll itself specifically talking about where he is. You guys know colorful polls always stand out. There's Chris Christie in the orange at 9%. He's really surging. Come on, bro. I get it. I agree. It's worth something, but damn, this is pathetic, man. The fact that this party is this hardcore on Donald Trump after all these issues is insane to me. But then again, I saw you respond to the ad there, Ray, laughing. Is this gonna work?
It is so insane to me to lead your list of accomplishments with child pornographers, because now, I'm sorry, the association with Chris Christie's name for the people who saw that ad is Chris Christie, child pornographer. I mean, it's nuts. I mean, but to see Chris Christie overperform in New Hampshire versus polling in other states, isn't that surprising? Because Iowa and New Hampshire do politics very strangely. It's very personal, even still, in both of those, markets, as it were. And it doesn't necessarily translate to the rest of the country, which is one of the reasons I think it's fantastic that the Democratic Party moved away from, the first primary being held in Iowa. Although I think South Carolina is a ridiculous replacement choice. Yeah. Definitely, it's not a Democratic stronghold or even a swing state. But that being said, again, Chris Christie, child pornography name association now definitely solidified in my brain, and I'm sure and a lot of old people who were just trying to watch their stories who had those words blasted at them during a commercial break.
And when are they gonna change that law? But anyway, so Chris Christie, actually I was thinking this before, because Christie is one of those guys who's telling all the truth about Trump right now. But it's really easy to forget how he's another Republican. All these things that he's talking about. Of course, this is a push for the primary. He's forced Democrats to cut taxes. I don't know, there's details behind all these things, I'm sure. But we're hearing this about Chris Christie. If he does, maybe I would even prefer it. If he gets a chance to be the nominee, at least there's something we can talk about issues, because the guy is wrong on a lot of stuff anyway.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.